Last night, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected an appeal in a case in which veterans sought to sue private military defense contractors for allegedly making them sick by burning toxic materials and garbage of all kinds in war zones. Hari Srinivasan has an update to our original story.
You have to breathe or you die, and sometimes even the soot would fly out of the burn pits and get on your uniform or on your vehicle.
Retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Rick Lambert served a number of tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, and besides fighting a war, he was fighting to breathe.
That is what we live next to.
Throughout both Iraq and Afghanistan, the American operations there burned thousands of tons of trash and material over the years. And for the past decade, veterans of those wars have sued a number of major defense contractors, including KBR, for the way they disposed of garbage on military bases. All kinds of things went up in smoke, including items that are toxic when burned, such as batteries, paint, solvents, and tires, plastic water bottles, styrofoam, and shipping materials, such as plastic wrap. We spoke to Lambert 4 years ago. He told us exposure to burn pit smoke caused lung ailments that forced him to use inhalers.
I no longer can hold out to run. I don't have the stamina. At one time I could go run 5 or 6.5 miles at a time, a 10K at a time. And a lot of times even during the day I cough and people look at me like I'm a smoker. And I have a lot of phlegm and a lot of mucus from it. Sometimes it's embarrassing.
Hundreds of thousands of veterans who served in these wars were exposed to this kind of smoke because it permeated the bases where they lived. Starting in 2008, veterans began filing lawsuits. Last year, the 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals sided with the defense contractor KBR and the Defense Department. The court said it had no jurisdiction to rule on the case and that KBR was acting under the orders of the U.S. military. Last night, the U.S. Supreme Court announced it would not take up the case, which has 800 named plaintiffs filed in 60 cases. They will now have no further legal recourse. We spoke to Rick Lambert today.
My reaction to hearing that the Supreme Court had denied the case about the burn pits, it was upsetting, disconcerting. The system and the politicians just sacrificed the veterans again. It's just the modern day equivalent to Agent Orange, and they're going to wait till the maximum number of veterans die off.
KBR, on the other hand, issued a statement saying the Supreme Court made the correct decision and we're pleased that this legacy case has reached final resolution. And they said the courts confirmed that, quote, the U.S. military made all the key decisions regarding waste management in the war zone. As KBR has consistently stated, the limited number of burn pits operated by KBR were operated at the direction and under the control of the U.S. military. Veteran activists say they will now ask Congress to pass legislation to provide medical and financial assistance for those whose lives have been injured from exposure to burn pit smoke. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Hari Srinivasan.
Hi everyone, my name's Mike. I'm the creator of Mox News, and for the last 15 years I have been telling you that as long as I have the support of the community that I serve, Mox News will post videos forever. And that's the truth. As long as I have your support, no one could ever make me stop. Unfortunately, currently, less than 1/1% of Mox News viewers ever donate, tip, or contribute anything back. Again, let me make that really clear. Much less than 1/1% ever give anything back. And to those of you who have donated to Mox News, I want to thank you so much, because it's because of your generosity that we have been able to bring attention to important videos that millions and millions of eyes would have never seen. And I think that that's an amazing thing that we've been able to make happen together. And I can't thank you enough for helping me make that happen. So it's not too late. If you'd like to see Mox News covering the 2020 presidential election, if you can't imagine the 2020 presidential election without Mox News, please, there's still time. You can make a difference. It's easy to make a contribution, donation, or tip. You can go to moxnews.com, or in the text body of this video, there are clickable links to the Patreon page or to the PayPal page. And again, it should take less than 2 minutes to make a donation, and your donation can make a big difference. So I thank you all. Stay cool. One of these days this war is going to end, and it would be awesome if Mox News could be there to celebrate that day with you.